Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. How to talk to people without feeling awkward, without feeling scared, without feeling nervous. Can I get a hello there? I get a lot of questions around this subject. People who are in their workplace, but they don't feel they can be themselves. People who are in a relationship, but they don't feel they can be themselves. What are we talking about here? We're talking about expression. I've seen along my journey that all around us, we are surrounded by social media, technology, but there is very little connection. It's not that we don't want to communicate. It's that we don't know how. I've read hundreds of self-help books. And guess what? It didn't help much. You have to step into radical action to overcome this fear. Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. In the great words of Terence McKenna, culture is not your friend. Growing up, your family wanted you to do this. If you said no, now you are a castaway. So a lot of us, our subconscious programming is to always accept what other people want. Therefore, guess what? We don't want to offend people. We don't want to upset people. Too nice for our own good, but it backfires. Why? Because now we suppress all of this energy until one day you are going to explode. Much of our social interactions are based around the image we have of ourselves in our minds. How do you see yourself? That's the only thing that matters. And this is what holds us back. That's the trap. Once you have this identity, which is fearful, it's very hard to be calm. I say the first moment you were embarrassed is the first moment you lost your innocence. Why? Because now we are protecting this identity. But what is this identity? It's all BS, belief systems. Who are you? Who am I? I don't know. All I know is what I've put in there. But guess what? You can always rewrite it. When we are awkward around people, we have to move into our body, because that is where all our emotions and feeling, that's where the feelings lie. A lot of us, what do we want to do? We want to start thinking about how we're going to talk to this person that's just come round to your house for a cup of tea. You've never met them before. An old distant relative. So we're smiling, but we're not really doing it genuinely. When you breathe from the base of your spine, you have this euphoria. It gives you the clarity. Now you can say, what are my energetic boundaries? I'm not just going to absorb what people are saying around me, because that's what makes us awkward. I have found that it's all about having an interest. When you have a common interest, now you don't feel awkward. But what is happening? A lot of us, we're working in environments which aren't complementing our energy. We know we shouldn't be there, but we're still there. You see? So therefore, in the staff room, or even in a relationship that's not serving you, we have to pretend. We have to wear a mask. A new mask for a new day. Until eventually we don't even know who we are. It's all about reconnecting back to your true authenticity. What's allowed me to share and what keeps allowing me to express myself 100% is to break structure. You have to lose all your expectations you have of me. You know why? Because I have lost all expectations I have of me. This beautiful flow that you create within yourself allows you to accept yourself. For instance, when I'm making videos, I don't stop on one video because I don't care about the product, the outcome. I'm only concerned with the process. It's never what you say, it's the energy behind that matters. If I was just all the time in my head, what am I going to say? Should I say it like this? Should I say it like that? I wouldn't be able to get any sleep. And you would be the reason for that. I have to sleep. It's all about loosening up. It's all about seeing your worth. Because when we are feeling awkward, anxious, tense around people, many times it's because we have an inferiority complex. There is hierarchy. You are down below, someone is above you. So we're looking up to them. That always creates fear. Sometimes it's because we have too much on the line. That is why we feel awkward talking to people. You've been in the situation where you're at work and you want to speak your truth. Maybe you've started to discover what kind of a world we live in as a collective. The truth about the matrix. And you share this with one of your work colleagues. And guess what? They say, oh yeah, that makes sense. But guess what? We better get back to work because we're not here for that. We're here to do a job. Therefore, we have to take 100% responsibility for the environment we place ourselves in every single day. I love talking to people now because it's coming from an authentic space. I haven't got time for surface relationships. That's why the social media I use, I just post pictures, but I prefer meeting people face to face. When you do this, you begin to lose this mirage of separation, this illusion we've all created from the persona. The ego has been given a bad rap in psychology. I say, embrace your ego, your sense of I. Because it is through contrast that we discover the truth of who we are. The I is that voice. It is that intuition which is saying to you, I deserve more. I am worthy for more. You see, a lot of us, we have silenced ourselves. So that's why it feels awkward talking to people. We're just listening all the time. We want to say something, but we're frozen. The human body works through reinforcement. The more you do something, the stronger it becomes. Therefore, I say, I'm not learning, I'm unlearning. Because we have all accumulated so much junk. It's just like your room. It's a beautiful mess. You clear it. Now you feel lighter within yourself. Within yourself, you feel more confident, more calm. Whenever we are around other people, we must never blame them for our lack of expression, because they are there to show us if we are who we say we are. That is the challenge. How will we rise to the occasion? I say what's helped me is taking small steps. Don't run away from people you don't want to talk to. Face them. And then feel why you don't want to talk to them. Have that confidence to stand by it. If people say, do you want to go out tonight? No. Yes. Speak with conviction, knowing that you can never offend anybody once you are vibrating in your true heart space. And most of all, overthinking is the art of creating problems that never existed in the first place. I say whatever you focus on grows. So if we are feeling awkward, by you focusing on your awkwardness, it is creating that ripple effect. Focus on what is going on for you that makes you feel confident. The other person may just be as nervous as you are. Look at the scenario. You meet someone, but you feel awkward, but you really want to talk to them. And you say to yourself in your mind, don't worry, I'll see them tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. And guess what? Tomorrow comes, you don't see them. Now you go home and you spend 4 hours thinking about what has just happened, making you more awkward. So now it is even harder to express yourself to someone. It is even harder to express how you really feel. Because we've been waiting, we've been spectating. I say radical action is the biggest secret I've learned. I can talk to anyone because I'm not looking at their status. I'm not looking at how much money they have in their bank account or how big their house is. I don't care about none of that. I am seeing them as energy. And ultimately, that is what we are. That is what I identify myself with, pure energy. We feel awkward a lot of the times because we're afraid of making mistakes. We're afraid of being laughed at, being mocked. To talk to people without feeling awkward, we have to be prepared for that. More so, we have to see that is inevitable. When you start speaking your truth, people will love you. At the same time, people will also not be resonating with what you have to say. It doesn't bother me one bit who listens to me. Because the longer you do something that you're passionate about, everything becomes clear like a beautiful summer's day. I'm already on to the next one. I keep it moving. And it's about losing your fear to step into your true authenticity. In that place, you see you can talk to anyone. We are here, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy.